Hello, hello. Welcome to the first installment of What's in My Bag. So, you probably have never seen this bag before. You may have seen it if you happen to have watched my full collection video. I have a video where I had shown every palette that I had at the time. I haven't updated that video yet, but you may have seen this bag before. So I really like these Jeffree Star makeup bags to kind of keep together certain brands that are the same, and this bag is actually my Colourpop bag. I don't review a lot of Colourpop on my channel because I don't really buy a lot of Colourpop anymore. There just hasn't been anything too recently that caught my eye. The last thing that caught my eye was the Haunted Mansion palette that came out last year that I just, well, 2023, that I got last year in 2024. So that was kind of one of the last things that caught my eye. This new Twilight collection has kind of caught my eye. I haven't bought it yet. I thought maybe I'd see if I could try it out once it went on sale or something like that. But this is what I have in here. This is, I would say, most likely every piece of Colourpop that I have. May not be a definite, but I think this is a good visual representation of how much these Jeffree Star bags can hold. So let's start with, I just wanted to share with what I have separately that I've never really reviewed. It's just kind of, you know, fun to share, and it is currently 4 something in the afternoon, so I'm sorry if the light isn't, if the lighting isn't the best. The sun will be down in an hour. Literally within an hour, the sun will be gone. So we can see here, I found this piece of Colourpop at Marshall's. This was $4, and this was part of their basketball collection. And I love yellow and I love purple, but I don't even think this is yellow. I think it's more like a gold. Yeah, it's like a gold. But these are kind of my colors. I'm not for the LA Lakers. I don't care for sports too much. But even though I'm not, you know, for this team, I did think it was a good deal for $4. So I have this one. I think as well, it's important to say that a lot of the palettes that you'll see, and the reason why I've never shown them is because the Colourpop palettes are magnetic. So I've rearranged, I would say, pretty much 100% of my Colourpop palettes, and also they're not at their original, you know, the original setting, I guess, color story anymore. I've interchanged palettes within palettes, and everything's just kind of mixed, so everything's gonna look completely different. These I tried recently. There is a review for this. I might as well pull this out as well. This is the most recent collection that I bought from Colourpop. I did also get the Madame Leota glitter, but that's in a completely different box that I have to hold all my sparkles and my glitters and my face gems and all that stuff. But I have this in here. I have some palettes in here that are not Colourpop. For example, this is my first Juvia's Place palette. This is so loved. You can definitely see, I haven't hit pan on these yet, but this is my favorite Juvia's Place palette. I remember when, I think it was Nikki Tutorials, I recommended it in a video, and after I saw that video, I was just in love because I've always, in the most recent history, I've loved yellows, and gold is one of the closest things you can find to yellow, so I just really had to have this palette. This is also not a Colourpop palette, but it fits in there. I think I opened it the wrong way. Is it this one? Is it this way? Okay. This is a Morphe palette. This is Catch the Sun, and I believe this is actually broken. The hinge broke, I believe, yeah. I don't know how that happened, but it's actually broken. But it looks like the Honey palette, which I do have, and you can't even get this anymore, by the way. You can still, however, get the Honey. And I think my Honey isn't original either. Yeah. These do look, I think, pretty similar if you move some around. Actually, I think this might be the original. Maybe this is the original. I'd have to check out a photo, but I think this might be the original. I'm not exactly sure. Maybe, I think I might have added a dark brown. Maybe that's what the difference is. But I love the yellow. So I got that one. Here's my Honey. This one should still be available. I don't know if the packaging has changed, because this is the plastic packaging. I bought this probably at the beginning of my, I think I bought this in the Juvia's palette around the same time. That would have been around the beginning? No, it would have been towards the end of 2020, I think. I think it was around the end of 2020. Because that's when we had been in lockdown for quite a while, and I was looking for things to do. And so we have that. We have, this is my pressed powder blush. This is in Baby Cakes. I think this is one of the shades that constantly sells out. And the unfortunate thing for this, it's a really nice matte feeling. It's really hard to open. So hard to open. Alright, got it open, and it's just like this. You know what the shade kind of reminds me of? It kind of reminds me of a color I had seen in the Trixie Mattel. I think it was Back to the Fuchsia. That's what this shade kind of reminds me of. But I prefer this one. I actually decluttered that Trixie Mattel one. This one's really cute. Actually, maybe I should pull this one out. Should I do that? Actually, I think I'm gonna set this to the side. I'm gonna pull this out. We are back in our winter to spring fantasy. Winter and spring to me means pinks and purples. So I'm gonna actually set this to the side so I can put this in my everyday bucket. And since I've taken that out, I'm gonna take this Colourpop pressed powder blush. This is, what is this in? Potted. This is in Potted. This is from the Orchid, wait, what was it? Orchid You Not. It was the Orchid You Not collection, which I wish I had bought that entire collection because I didn't know it was going to be so good. But this is a like purple blush, which I'm also going to put and set to the side because it's the time of the year to use these. So let's set those to the side. And let's start with, let's see, I have a bunch of Super Shock shadows, not too many, but I do have quite a few. I'm going to pull those to the side because I actually want to swatch those for you. It is very hard. I don't know why. I bought these, and at the time, there wasn't any swatches on YouTube. So I want to swatch these last. So if you're interested in any of the single shadows, you can check those out. But here's another Colourpop blush. This is a red. Is this one easier to open? Nope. This is Love Me Not. Love Me Not. And it's just a muted red. That one's really nice. I had put up a poll, and I had a couple people say that they wanted to see more affordable makeup on my channel. So I thought I would pull out all my Colourpop because I think Colourpop is famously very affordable. You can now also find Colourpop at your local Target. It's something you can buy at a Target now if you're not buying online. But I have this palette because I absolutely love the packaging. It just screams Mediterranean. I have just like, I don't even know what year, like just mom vibes of like, I want my entire kitchen to look like this. I think this is so cute. But this is what I've done to it. Here's the outside. This is the Limoncello palette. I don't think you can even get this one anymore. But my inside looks completely different. So this is not the original, but what we have up top is a yellow into browns, and then we have green leaning colors in the middle. This is a gold, but I think it has a green shift. And then on the bottom, this one very clearly, I had for a while the LA Lakers palette. I ended up pulling it out. You can see that that's a basketball, y'all. That's a basketball. Pretty sure this was an original color to this palette. And then I've added these browns, and this to me made not sense with the outside packaging, but I had to replace colors in this palette with colors I know I would actually use. And so that's why I know this color story doesn't fit this outside, but these are shades I would actually use and keep versus the lighter ones or shimmers I did not like in the original palette. Here's another one that is not, this is not Colourpop. This is, it says Makeup Obsession, but Makeup Obsession is just kind of like a branch of Makeup Revolution. Another affordable brand. You can see I found this at Marshall's for $3.99. I think you can probably go to your, again, the trio, right? Ross, Marshall's, TJ Maxx. You can find Makeup Revolution quite often there. And this one does have a little mirror, and it's like super tiny. It's super tiny, and there's a review up on my channel for this palette as well. It's so cute. But for $4, super, you can throw this like in your purse. Super travel friendly. That's really cute. So I'm gonna put that in there. Put my yellow palettes. Let's see, what else do we have in here? Let's look at California Love. We got California Love. Thankfully no mirror in here, but you can see again, not the original color story. This one is definitely more brown leaning, and then we have these beautiful golds and a green at the bottom here. These are, I like the deeper, darker browns. Personally, I think that's what works best for me. And this is This is what I've set it up as. Got my darks in the middle, golds here, champagnes on top. Yeah, this one's cute. Everything I've made to fit me and the things that I like from palettes. Palettes I may not even have anymore. This one went around for a while. People went crazy for this Lush palette. This Lush palette was quite popular for a while. And I did like the original color story. I think for the main part, the majority of this color story is still pretty intact. You would have to look at an actual picture. I might have just mostly rearranged, but maybe changed a couple shades in here. But overall, I think this color story actually does continue to fit with this Lush theme. Next we have the Good as Gold. Again, I think this is another one that has pretty much more or less stayed intact. Pretty original. I think I switched up a lot of the shades. You'll see that I have 7 shimmers in here. I love shimmers. Shimmers is what I love, so that's what we have in here. And I got my neutrals and my black. I remember this palette being quite good. This is one of the better ones. I'm not sure if this one is available anymore. It may not be, but it's an oldie, it's a goodie. It might still be available. Don't quote me on it though. Here we have Or Kid You Not. This one, I wish they would bring back this collection. I wish they would bring back this collection because I would buy it again. Because I think this color story is original. I don't know if I've done anything to this. I think this may be the original color story. Maybe I moved things around. I honestly don't remember. But I like this color story. This is so pretty. It's like what would you call it? Royal purple? Like mauve-y purples? I think these are so pretty. These are so pretty. I really enjoyed using this collection. This is one of the collections I remember enjoying the most. And then we also have, oh, I don't even remember this. Have I even used this? I need to take this out. I don't even remember having this. Let's see, this is from Soul. This is Shimmering Body Powder. Shimmering Body Powder is what it says. I don't even remember having this, but I guess this is just like, it's for your body, but it's kind of like I would think more of like a highlight, honestly. So it has like a pink base, but a gold reflect. Huh. Okay. I'm going to set that to the side too. I'm going to put this in my everyday bucket. I want to get some use out of that. And then what should we pull out next? This is another one that's not Colourpop. This is from LA Colors. This is Lemon Drop, the Lemon Drop eyeshadow palette. I think I got this, it was $4. And if I remember correctly, I think I might have found this at like, I think it was like a Winco, which is like a Food Max, if you have any of those. Or like, it was like a food store, it was a grocery store I got this at. It was $4. And what I remember from this is probably, if not one of the best yellow eyeshadow palette that I've tried so far. To be honest, that is what I remember. What I remember from this palette is that I was just being so stunned and loving and playing with this palette, and this is affordable AF. I love LA Colors. You will find LA Colors at the Dollar General, at your Dollar Tree. I love LA Colors. I grew up with LA Colors. Never knock LA Colors. I really love this color story. Next, let's pull out another one. This is Wine and Only. I think all of these palettes more or less have been discontinued, which is unfortunate. I don't know if they still have this one. But this is a red maroon color story that we have here. This is a really nice, pretty, intense palette to use. That one's really nice as well. And then for some reason, I don't know why they ended up together. Wine and Only was also being sold with Wild Child. Maybe because they're just both deep and dark, I don't know. But this is Wild Child. If you can't tell, the theme is like animal print. And in here, you can tell, I've made my own kind of mini, like, Star Yak Ranch palette. So we got my blues and my browns. And that's basically what the Star Yak palette from Jeffree Star was. It was browns with blues. And I like this a lot more. I think I might have, I don't remember what I took out. Maybe the shades were too light, or the shimmers weren't performing the way I wanted them to. But I ended up replacing them with these 2 blues, and I remember this this palette working quite nicely as well. And then that's the side. We have, this was part of a trio. This was actually gifted to me by my mom. This is Meant to Be, and again, A lot of these palettes, for me, end up missing the mark on depth. They give you way too many light colors. I don't know if that's because of the, I don't know, maybe Colourpop knows who their main audience is. I'm not sure. But it feels like there's always way too many light colors in these Colourpop palettes, and I still see that issue to this day, which is probably, again, why I don't really buy Colourpop palettes. But for sure, I can tell that I added these two shades here, because this palette, I know it needs to be mint, but does it have to be so freaking light? So I added these two shades here. I think that's quite obvious. I'm not sure if any of these other ones may have been replaced, perhaps, but I do love a good mint. And similar to the Mint to Be, I have, this was a gift from my husband because he actually really likes Star Wars and he wanted me to have it. It is quite cute. I do love the artistry. That's very cute. But let's see, I think, same for this one. I think that this one, oh lord, it is dirty over here. I'm not sure why my bottom shade here is so messy. I try to keep my palettes as clean as I can, but I don't know why it's so dirty. But again, we have here some beautiful green mint shades, some olive shades. I'm going to assume that this shade was actually from another palette because I don't think there was, again, a shade dark enough for this color story. So I did end up having to add that bottom shade there to my, I think it's just the Child Mandalorian palette. And that's very similar to the Mint to Be. But this one I added blues, I think this one we added browns, and this one's a lot more olive. Okay, so now we have singles. I have, because I think I've given some away too. See, 6, 7, nope, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 single shadows. Is this one broken? Or is it just dry? Okay, I'm going to swatch them. And I'm going to call out the names of them so you can see. This one, I believe I have a video up. There is a video for this. If I have these here, it's because I actually genuinely enjoyed the colors I got off these. But this one is so pretty. Let's see. Get my tissue ready. Clean my hand. I really liked the shade. I know some other YouTubers said they did not like it, but this is the Pokemon Colourpop Solar Beam shade. It'll have Bulbasaur on the front. And I thought this was so pretty. So this is like a mint green. Oh, you can see it moving inside. I thought this was so pretty. And here's the swatch. It has a pink shift. And I just personally, let's see if I can move this. I personally just really like these mint greens. I think they're so pretty. And I think you can even see it. Oh god, how do I show y'all? There is a shift. I wish you could see how pretty that shift is. There is a pink shift in that is so pretty. This is one of my favorites, if not, I think probably my favorite Super Shock shadow, because I don't have anything like this in any of my other palettes either. So if I wanted something like this, I have to come specifically to this shade. I think it's so pretty. Next, let's do Lawn Party. I don't even know if this is available anymore. This is the colors Beloved and Entranced. I don't know what this was a part of, but let's see. So I think, let's see, Entranced is the lighter one and Beloved is the gold one. Oh no, it's not. Beloved is the light one. Entranced is the yellow one. So this is Entranced. We're looking at Entranced. Oh no! Yo, it just came out. Oh my god. Well, now we know what the pan looks like inside. I did not know that's what it looked like inside. We're gonna have to glue this back in. Alright, I just added some glue in there. I can't believe that just came out on us. I think I've only opened up this shade 2 or 3 times, to be honest. So it's not like I've been throwing this around or anything. That's crazy. But that was, whoop, about to drop it again. That was Entranced. Close that up. That's insane. I can't believe that just happened. I hope this one doesn't fall out. Okay. This is Beloved. Beloved. Let's use this one. This is a kind of like a champagne. I don't know how to describe it. It's like a cream and then it has like a gold shift. It's giving bridal to me. It reminds me of like a bridal dress. But these come both together in this little, I guess you would call it collection. That's what it looks like when it's in there. You can see it. I don't know what collection this is from, but there's that. Maybe let's do the lighter shades first. I have no idea why, but my camera just stopped for no damn reason. So just to recap, we have Solar Beam over here. We have the Lawn Party collection with Entranced and Beloved. I believe that's what it was. And then I was about to open up, this is Tankini, another yellow. I don't know if you could tell from this box, but I really love my yellows. Alright, this is Tankini. Entranced is definitely more of a yellow gold. Yeah, it's a very yellow gold. This one is more of like almost like a, what would you call it, like a lemon pop or something. Very nice and soft still. I wanted to put these semi close together. This one is a lot brighter. This one has sparkle, girl. There is like a silver sparkle in there. You can see there. Hope you can see the difference on camera there. Maybe let's bring that closer. Where can we put that? Right there. Hopefully that works with the lighting. Like I said, the sun's going down. So you can definitely tell that this one is more gold and this one's more of a, like I said, it's giving lemon pop. That's quite cute. Let's close that one up. Next we have, let's do, this one's a little yellow, I think. This one is, we're looking at Montecito. This is Montecito. This is kind of like an orange. I hope these don't start falling out. Let's see. Let's see what this is like. I think these next two are more like oranges. This is like a pumpkin orange. And it kind of has like a slight like gold and green shift. Not a complete green shift, but not really like a complete gold shift either. This one's almost on the level of this. This is like a more orange leaning color like this. So that was Montecito. That was Montecito. And then we are now looking at Bumblebee. This is Bumblebee. I'm gonna open this one up. And this is again another, this one's definitely a lot more orange, but you can see there's like a metallic kind of gold to all of these. Ooh, this one's not shiny. This one's just more metallic. Yeah, that one's way more metallic. This one's sparkly, this one's sparkly, this is more metallic, this is more metallic, this is metallic and sparkly. Definitely stronger orange there. Next we have here, let's see, we have Moonwalk. This one was sold out for a while, so I was really happy to get my hands on it because I could not, it was sold out for quite a while. I think these Super Shock shadows tend to be shades that do tend to get replenished a lot versus the palettes that might go, you know, once they're sold out and they're not bringing it back again. Because this is such one of those bizarre colors. It's like an olive green, but it's brown, but it's gold, but maybe it's blue. No, wait, it's green. Like, it has a reflect. This is a duochrome, if not at least a multichrome. Like, there's a lot of shades in here. Let's do this one. Okay, how to describe this? There's like a brown red base, but like a green, like a mossy green reflect. It's a very interesting shade. Definitely looks more green within the container than it does on my arm. So we have two more shades. They're the darkest Super Shock shadows that I have left. We're looking at, let's see, this is Empire. We have Empire. Empire looks like a green. So we got a green here, and it looks like it's breaking. It's like, oh, cool. It's not gonna, oh, alright. It was, in fact, breaking. Let's throw that back in there. I don't know I'm sure I got some of these on sale, so they were probably on the verge of drying, or like drying out then, which is probably what we're seeing here. I'm trying to push it back in, so I'm going to use my finger now. Alright, so this is again Empire Super Shock Shadow Pearlized, not paralyzed, pearlized. I tried my best to fix what I could, but she is broken. This must be, God, a lot older than what I thought I bought it. It's a really pretty color. It's really nice and deep and intense. So it sucks that, you know, it's literally falling apart. The other shade came out, but this shade is actually broken. Like, it's just completely getting dried out. And this is closed, y'all. Like I said, I think I've opened these all maybe 2 or 3 times max. So that sucks that this is already getting so dry. Alright, and lastly, this is Colourpop's Super Shock Shadow in Satin. The labels for these are different. I feel like every label I have is different. And again, I'm hoping this isn't broken. Okay, this one seems okay. This is a beautiful dark blue. It reminds me of my prom dress in high school, because this is the exact color it was. Do you see how pigmented that is? And these are the 2 darkest shades in the Super Shock Shadow formula that I have. So you can see here, going down the line. These are also beautiful. I'm glad I pulled these out to remind myself how pretty these are. Thank you so much for watching my show and tell today. I just wanted to show y'all what affordable makeup I do have. I think everyone's aware of Colourpop, but just as a reminder, I mean, if you're looking for something, I think from Colourpop, from Makeup Revolution, LA Colors, I think everything I had in this bag I would consider affordable. I mean, the Color Shock Shadows I think are like $7 each. You know, this one was like $4. I think at max these 9-pan palettes used to go for $12 to $14. I haven't bought any recently, so I don't know how much they cost. But even something like this blush, I think this usually goes for like $7. So hopefully this inspires you to also look at your Colourpop palettes and see what you can mix around and what you actually use versus what you don't use. But thanks for watching today. You'll have a great day.